Hi, how y'all doing? It's December the 20th, 2025. It's Saturday. Saturn Day. Here in Ontario, Canada, the sky's cloud covered. Alright, I seen uh around when the sun rose. It was a bit red to the southeast, but it went away quickly, right? Because it was mostly cloudy. It's cold, it's lightly snowing, it's very nippy, alright? Wind's strong. It's been like that for the last couple of days. Even though the temperatures were warmer yesterday and the day before, that mild, right, from the atmospheric river that's hitting, that hit Washington and other cities, other states in the U.S., right? It's just affecting everybody in America, right? North America. The Schuman was 8 yesterday. I slept in the rise. I had a hard time going to sleep last night. I did. My mind just wouldn't shut off, right? I went to bed around just before 10. It took me till past 11 before I finally went to sleep. And then I dreamt all night and tossing and turning, right? Slept till almost 8 o'clock. I was amazed, right? Like just at sunrise, like around 7:44, I woke up. So that was different, right? Start the new moon off with a sleep in. I don't mind. I have nothing to do anyway, right? So I got up. My body's icky. I got this pain in my chest right there, but it's the muscle, eh? Something is grabbing me. But it's okay. Pressure in the head. My heart chakra adjacent is icky. My legs, my feet are very wanting to cramp up. Not quite, but they're wanting to cramp up, right? I can feel them. I've been fighting it for the last couple of days. So that's about me. I told you, did I tell you Schuman was 8 yesterday? I don't know what it is today. My ears were not ringing yesterday. They are today. Alright? I seen the headline of Stefan Burns' video that he did on the 3-1 Atlas yesterday. I don't pay attention to him anymore because he's claims he's awake, but he's still asleep, right? He's 3D, and it just bores me, right? Listening to him. And on the headline of the video, it said that there was a sound coming from a tone or a sound coming from the 3-1 Atlas, the Dragon, and it was 25 hertz, right? That's what it said in the headline. So I looked up 25 hertz, and what I found is that it is a frequency that gives mental clarity. So it's doing something to our mind, to our brain, right? Make people understand more. Be quicker to focus, better focus. I've had a song stuck in my head since I got up. Love, love, don't come easy. Just keep on waiting, anticipating for that soft voice to speak to speak to me at night. Right? It's just been looping in my head. Strange. My friend, Tass, called me. She had invited a man she knows, he's like 55, she said, from down south city somewhere she hadn't seen for a long time. She met him in rehab, I guess. They both got clean together years ago, right? Because she's been clean, I don't know how long she said now, 17 years, 15, something like that, right? And he's coming up to visit her, right? And she wanted to know if it'd be okay if they came over here and we could sit and chat here, right? And I had one important question. Do you know what it is? Is he vaxxed? And she goes, oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Right? I guess she was so interested in getting him to come visit. And I said, well, at first I said yes, right? And then I asked, and then she goes, yeah. And give me the excuse he used for getting it, right? And I said, well, I don't think it's going to be a very good visit. I'm not sure how this is going to go, right? Because of this thing, you know? And I told her, she goes, well, you had George over and he was vaxxed. I said, yeah, I know, but I've been doing my best to avoid him, right? I haven't been inviting him over. I haven't not been answering his calls. That's why I had you, and I was glad Justin showed up, right? So I didn't have to be alone, you know? And she goes, oh. And I said, yeah, I really don't know how it's going to go, Tasha. She goes, okay, maybe we shouldn't come. I said, yeah, that'd probably be best. You know what I mean? So there's that, right? They bore me because they're 3D, right? So that's how that went. I went outside, cleaned off my truck, shoveled the snow that fell yesterday off my walkway, my step, right? Didn't start the truck up. It was just too blustery out there, right? I was getting chilled. So I came back in, made some bread. I've just been watching YouTube, right? I think the Schuman's higher. I do. Excuse me. I got gas now, right? I don't have a lot to talk about. How was your night last night? I didn't do a video yesterday. I had nothing to talk about. Yesterday, the energy was heavy for me, right? All these negative thoughts were trying to come into my head, and it didn't matter who I was watching on YouTube. They were poo-pooing on everything I know to be true, right? Even though they're supposed to be tarot card readers and truthers and stuff like that. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? What is this? Right? So I talked to myself last night when I was going to sleep, and I was telling self, help me out with this. Take this from me. What is it showing me? Right? What do I need to know about this? Right? And then I felt the energy change last night around just before I fell asleep, around 10:30, 11 o'clock. Right? So, interesting. Today, those thoughts are not here anymore. They're gone. I'm grateful. I guess it was just, and then I was thinking to myself when I was going to sleep, why can't I go to sleep? Why am I having a hard time shutting off my mind? And then it hit me. Emotions from the new moon, right? The full moon and the new moon make you emotional. That's why that energy was affecting me that way yesterday. But yeah, my son came home about 2 o'clock, done his day, and he was in a bad mood too, right? His day was not going the way he wanted it to through the people that he was dealing with, right? So I'm glad he left early, all right? So I didn't have to sit in his energy. And then the cats last night were afraid of something in his room, all right? So I went and I pushed the door open. I was like, what's here? What are you afraid of, right? And both the felines were laying on the bed looking. And I was like, well, if it's here, it'll come out, I saged my house. And then just in the rising earlier, there's a great big daddy long legged spider in the bathroom. I was like, I wonder if that's what they seen, if it was in the bedroom, right? And it took a while to get in there. I don't know, right? The feline did not come up and wake me up either. She let me sleep. That was different. So I was like, you've had a rough night too, you know? I got to pet them both once in the bathroom. When I was going to the bathroom, they came in to see me, right? So, yeah, I know. Just silly stuff, right? For sure. You see that they put on the files, Epstein files on the news, right? That's funny. I wonder what they're doing that for, right? To get people upset, maybe. because they're not giving information. They're just, it's a teaser. You know what I mean, kind of thing. I don't care. I could care less. It's already been taken care of. This is just a screen show, right? The movie. You know, I probably shouldn't play with my double chin while I'm watching here, right? Oh well. I is who I is, and I am who I am. I am not Popeye the Sailor Man. Alright. Okay, as far as I know, I'm going to have a quiet day. Alright? Make my supper and just stay warm. Wait, right? Right now it's just like, I don't know what time it is. Going on one, I suppose. Something like that. So yeah, it's quiet out there. I think it's because it's so cold. Alright? And it could have something with the energy. The 25 hertz that was downloaded to people last night. Right? Because the new moon, or no, the new moon started at what? 8:46 or 9:46 or something like that. And I bet if we lined it up, it'd probably be around the same time that C1 Atlas thing, or 3-1 Atlas, 3i Atlas was around, right? Zooming by our space. Space is in the water. But yeah, different. Okay, I'm just gonna be me. Love myself. Stay warm. That's what I'd be doing. Every day I'm wiser. Every day I'm stronger. Every day I have more gratitude. Love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye. Goodbye.